um, I was talking that shit, but I forgot the whole purpose of why I even wanted. I think I put it on speaker, maybe. It's all good. So a comment was made about the video that I talked about. The comment was laughing my ass off, and it looked like they had a picture of like a black cartoon. So I'm like, all right, well maybe they black, but I don't give a fuck who you is. You laughing at somebody pain. This motherfucker is not Kevin Hart, yo. This motherfucker and this bitch getting tased. He getting illegally locked the fuck up, and then he had to spend a whole year in jail for literally doing fucking nothing but talking to his fucking mother. I got a serious problem with that. And then the other guy died and shit. I mean, I don't give a fuck about his ass, but just the fact that somebody died is like that make it automatically not a fucking laughing matter. I'm like, this motherfucker laughing at that shit. Like, what the fuck? Next thing he said was, none of this is my black business. So, how the fuck is it not your black ass business? But hold on before I get to that, yo. Get to my comment. The person right after that, and this is based on that picture, it's a black motherfucker. So if it's not, so if it isn't you, then that great display of humanity. I'm like, yo, this black ass motherfucker is talking about humanity. I said, what the fuck? I'm not surprised whatsoever. That's kind of like on brand. But I'm like, this motherfucker talking about humanity. Like the other dude just said, this ain't my black ass business. This motherfucker is black. And the first thing he said out of his mouth was shit. He ain't co-sign with his ass. Like, yeah, shit. I don't know that motherfucker neither, yo. I don't even had no Puerto Ricans in my family. Old time dude, like from Mexico, shit. Guatemala, I think it's Mexico. I don't know either. But the motherfucker said, great display of humanity. Obviously, being sarcastic. But that's just super fucked up, especially if you laughing about it. Like, how the fuck is that funny at all, yo? Motherfucker went to jail for a whole year for literally nothing. Nothing. Somebody died literally for fucking, I ain't gonna say for nothing. They died because of racism. Racism came and bit their ass. And what they say, chickens come home to roost. That's a good example of chickens coming home to roost. You a racist ass motherfucker, and that chicken came home to roost and got that motherfucker. Um, that comment. That's the fuck. Always on a chopping block first. So now go read First They Came poem. First They Came poem. It's a poem. This Jew, this Jew wrote. He was in the Holocaust. He was a Holocaust survivor. and he wrote that shit. Now I take that back. I don't know if he was in the Holocaust exactly, but he was a Jew and he was talking about post-Holocaust. But I don't know where he was at when that shit was going the fuck down. But the poem is First They Came. I would definitely tell anybody who's listening to this shit right now, make sure you pull that shit up. Matter of fact, at the end of this shit, I put the screenshot as the thumbnail of the video. So hopefully you will be able to actually see my comment and you can just screenshot my comment. Hopefully. But because I don't know how to put that shit in my video. I don't do this shit. But anyway, when you do, I need you to read that poem. I don't give a fuck who you are, what background you come from. I need you to read that poem so you can so you can understand and overstand what the fuck I'm saying and what the fuck I'm trying to put down. I need you to take a walk with me and shit, like Joe Butler said. I need you to take a motherfucking walk with me. I'm gonna keep putting it down. I need you to pick it up while I'm putting it down. Read First They Came. Once you read that, then you'll start to comprehend what the fuck I mean and exactly what the fuck homeboy mean as well. Because black people are always the number one victim, and we are always the number one motherfucker on anybody's chopping board. So it ain't gonna be, oh, they ain't got nothing to do, they ain't got shit to do with me. That's on them motherfuckers. Cause them motherfuckers become your black ass any second. Any motherfucking second. Bin Laden was supposed to knock down the towers, and he was in Afghanistan. How the fuck did we get over here in Iraq and start shooting these motherfuckers up? Why? Because at any second, you are already on the chopping block, and your head is next in the motherfucking noose. Our black asses have always been number one on a chopping block. So at any fucking moment, them guns turn to your ass. They always say when you point the finger, you got three fingers pointing back. So why the motherfuckers pointing at other people? Those three fingers are not pointing back at them. They pointing back at your black ass. No matter where the fingers pointed at, it's still three fingers pointing at you. So you're always first on the chopping block. So never say, oh, it's somebody else's problem. No, it's a our problem. It's a us problem. Because they're no different from you. That divide and conquer shit. Stop being divided. Stop letting these motherfuckers conquer your ass. Because if they conquer their ass, they gonna conquer your ass. If they conquer your ass, they gonna conquer their ass. Somebody gotta put a foot down and stop that shit. So again, read the poem. First they came, then you'll understand what the fuck I'm talking about. And the second, I'm from Baltimore. I'm from West. Shout out to Midway, BDC. But let's say they came take over West Baltimore. What you think gonna be next? Virginia, DC? So they just gonna ignore East? They gonna ignore South Baltimore? Fuck it. They gonna ignore North Baltimore? Was it Baltimore County? I'm from the north side of Baltimore. What the fuck is that at? They gonna ignore them sides and shit? Them other two sides? No. As soon as they get done with one, they going straight for the other motherfucker. That's like saying as soon as I get done with the left side, where you think they gonna go to? It's common sense. It's one, then it's two, then it's three. It don't skip and jump around. Rarely. It does, but it rarely do that shit. As soon as they done with them motherfuckers, they coming for your ass. That's how the fuck it works. So nah, it's a us problem. And like I was saying, let me keep reading this shit. I don't want to say the shit and then have to read it over again. I was say that shit. It's only ever about good versus evil, or good slash evil, what I wrote. But basically, it's only ever about good versus evil. It's not color coordinated. Let me see. It's not color coordinated things. Not a color coordinated thing, since race is not real. All right, yeah. It's not a color coordinated thing, since race is not real. All right, let's break that down, yo. What I mean by it's not a color coordinated thing, since race is not real, obviously, I mean what the fuck I said. Race is not fucking real. That is a social construct. It's not a real thing. If you look up where that shit got started, the bullshit at pseudoscience, who goes into that? Dane Calloway. Dane Calloway. Good, another good brother. Check out his channel. Subscribe to that shit. Dane Calloway go into that shit. He go into the pseudoscience about that shit. He's coming more so from, ethnicity, Af- Afrocentric historic view. He doesn't go into, the details and the minutia about, medicine and health and all of that and the science of it all. He go from a historic point of view. If you want a science point of view, then it would probably be Dr. Ali Muhammad. He got YouTube as well. He break down the pseudoscience. He break down the science of it all. He go in depth about the shit. He go in depth about a lot of shit. But yeah, he break that shit down. Race is fucking made the fuck up, like Jesus. But race is made the fuck up, though. So it don't have nothing to do with color. It ain't, oh, white, black, brown, yellow. Motherfuckers are not yellow. Motherfuckers are not black. There's some black ass motherfuckers out here, but they are not black. They different shades of fucking brown. Like mostly everybody else in this motherfucking world. Unless you're a pale face. But even then, the motherfuckers get tans. What the fuck they look like now? Another brown, another shade of fucking brown. So stop the bullshit, yo. Stop the fucking bullshit. And again, this is not about us versus them, because who is us and who is them? The only thing it's about is good versus evil. Because if I'm a black man and the person is most likely to kill me is another black man, I will have my guard up with that motherfucker. I'm not gonna drop my guard and be like, oh, only white motherfuckers are evil. And this motherfucker is literally aiming a gun at me. Yo. Who is on my side is on my side. Who is not on my side is not on my side. That's how you gotta ride. Anybody who's with me is with me. Anybody who's against me is against me. And all that, my friend and my friendship, fuck all them motherfuckers. They had to make an easy decision, either with me or against me. With me or against me. Like Tom Cruise said. So that's it. If you want to be good, which I think most black minded people are good, because like Homeboy said, that's a good example of humanity. The fact that he even mentioned the word humanity lets you know where his mind is thinking. He said humanity. He didn't look at that dude and say, oh, that motherfucker's a brown motherfucker. He a Mexican motherfucker. I don't know him. I ain't related to him. His first thought is this motherfucker is human. He's he's a man like me. I'm a man and I have hues, just like he's a man and he has hues. So we are all the fucking same. That's how he saw that shit. And this motherfucker commented, that ain't my black ass business. If you thinking like that, if you thinking color coordinated, like y'all fucking crayons and shit, that's what the fuck you eat. And you need to grow the fuck up and get out that shit. Be a fucking real man, yo. Unless there's a woman behind that shit. Be a fucking real woman. Be a real fucking human. How about that shit for a change? Stop fucking trying to be in these fucking boxes and shit that you did not make the fuck up or design. You never made the fuck up or design a black box. You never did. So why all of a sudden somebody say you black and you proud, and you actually gonna say, I am black and I am proud. No, motherfucker. No. I'm a copper colored individual. Like Dane Calloway be saying, I'm a copper colored individual. No motherfucking black or brown and shit. Or shades of fucking gray. I ain't none of that shit. I'm just fucking me. And it's the life I'm living. I'm living a good life. Like Kanye. And you should be doing the same thing. And if you're not, you are my enemy. You are the one I have a problem with. All right, let me read the rest of the comment. We didn't invent that bullshit. They decided you, and then that's a whole phrase and shit. But I just cut it off and said they decided dot dot dot. So you can pull it up. But please pull up that phrase as well. Like President Robert Mugabe said. President Robert Mugabe, RIP, was a former president of Zimbabwe. He did great things for his country of Zimbabwe, even though they locked his ass up. When they locked his ass up, they gave a lot of land and money back to white motherfuckers. That lets you know how sick in the head a lot of these motherfuckers are, yo. They didn't say we're gonna lock his ass up and we're gonna take this land and money and keep it for ourselves and be selfish. They gave it to white motherfuckers because he took the land back. White people in his country had land. They were landowners, but it's not their land. So he took his land back from them. This is not your land. This is not your country. Give me that shit back. Zimbabwe is for Zimbabwe. You're not one of us. Give me this shit back. If you want to leave, get the fuck out. If you want to stay, get the fuck out. That's how he was rocking. You gotta respect that shit. I mean, well, you have to. You don't have no fucking choice. He's fucking president. However, that's one of the things that he said, which is a reality that people need to understand, overstand what the fuck he's saying, or comprehend what the fuck he's saying. They decided, and then the whole phrase is they decided your name, your race, your religion, your nationality, your tribe, and you spend your whole life defending that shit. You spend your whole life defending something that you did not decide on. I'm paraphrasing because I don't know the shit word verbatim. You spend your whole life defending their decisions. They decided that your ass was quote unquote black, and by Black Law Dictionary, have no rights. They not thinking you black or you all the fucking colors of the rainbow. Oh, you the black woman is God. She has the Eve gene. She can literally make every single body on this earth. Scientifically, she can do that. They didn't look at the black man and say, "Yo, you all powerful. One black drop, and now you fucking black." Well, you can't scientifically. You can't be inferior if one black drop make you black, because a whole lot of drops of white still don't make your ass black. I mean, still don't make you white. You could bleed a motherfucker dry. All it takes is one drop of mine for all the gallons that you got. And guess what? You're black. That's why blonde hair, blue eyes, those are all recessive genes. And when you speak the truth is now the new hate speech. Oh, you shitting on somebody. No, that's scientific, motherfucker. Mm, I hear what you're saying. Like transgender. Oh, are you talking about transgender people? No. If you were born a man, you're not being assigned a man at birth. If you have that shit in your body, you can't make a decision that God made. If you have ovaries, a doctor did not decide that, hey, um, this person is a is a whatchamacallit, yo. This person is is a man. No, you have ovaries. They just chalk down on the fucking shit. What the fuck you is, not what they make you to be. Um, you can't see chromosomes. However, if you are female, you're supposed to have XY chromosome. If you're a male, you're supposed to have no. If you male, you're supposed to have XY. If you female, you're supposed to have XX. That's not that's not something you can decide on. That's just what the fuck it is. Coming back from that shit, yo. But somehow, motherfuckers will tell you you were that's what you were assigned at birth. You don't get assigned anything at birth. They just mark down what the fuck you are, yo. The only thing that you get assigned is race, because that shit ain't fucking real. That's one of the few things that's not fucking real that everybody fucking go by. You can't go by fucking gender, because that's not made the fuck up. Race is made the fuck up, but somehow that's what you want to hang your head on, but you don't hang your head on gender, which is not something you can make up or trifle with. You can cut your balls off. You can supersize your clit, but you still have certain internal organs that just won't change. Like if you are a man, you have a prostate. No female has a prostate. If there's a female with a prostate, go ahead and hop in the comment section and shit, yo, so I can have a talk with you. So we can go ahead and just pop open a fucking interview and shit, yo. I just throw your ass in a box and we can have a fucking interview and shit. I would like to talk to you, yo. If you have to have have your records and shit ready, so you could just post that shit right on the screen and be like, yo, look, this ain't what the fuck I'm saying. I didn't make this shit up. This is what the doctors told me. If you never had a fucking period and shit, yo, but you want to claim womanhood and shit. Yo. Now I respect and I like trannies and shit. However, I respect and I like the truth. So you just have to be truthful. Well, what the fuck is going on, yo? So, fuck is that motherfucking name, yo? What the fuck's the motherfucker with the big ass butt? I forgot the motherfucker with the big ass butt. I'll go back to the motherfucker. But Flame Monroe, keep shit 100. But you also have to understand Flame Monroe is older. So as an older cat, that's what the fuck you giving out. You giving out more truth, more facts than opinions. Nah, that ain't right. Nah. And then the other motherfucker is Madison. T.S. Madison. T.S. Madison. is a little bit younger than that motherfucker. And that motherfucker said, "Hey, I am a woman. I am a transgender woman, but I am still a woman. This is my womanhood. This is an expression of womanhood." Well, no, because if that's the case with that, then that would be the case with everything. Like Dave Chappelle said in one of his stand-ups and shit. I can't say I'm expressing myself. I'm white. I identify as a white motherfucker. Give me a fucking bank loan and shit. And then if he did do some shit like that, it'd be a fucking problem. Racial dollars are. It'd be a fucking problem. But like I said in my other shit, there's a whole lot of people passing. That ain't nothing new. But again, if transracial is a real bad thing and you can't do it, and that shit ain't fucking real, which technically that shit is not real because race is not real. But if you want to stand on that, which is shaky fucking ground and not real, but somehow you're not standing on gender equality, how the fuck can you say you're for gender equality and you're for women's rights and then turn right around and like you in cosplay? Because technically, yo, you'd be shitting on women. Women had your back and supported you all the way through everything. And like, this is the thanks they get, yo. I started this gangster shit, and this a motherfucking thanks I get. Like, nah, yo. I dislike that. I don't respect that. I think women have had gay men and transgender motherfuckers have had both of y'all backs, no pun intended, for the fucking longest. And by doing that, you're like encroaching on their right to be a woman and then their rights they're fighting for to make sure they get equal whatever they need to get. Like for example, gay people have the right to vote. I mean, have not not right to vote. They had the right to get married, which is a terrible idea. Nobody should get married. Not the way this shit going down. But now you have the right to get married, which is not something new. You always had the right to get married, and you always had the right to have a domestic partnership. I think the only difference is maybe one or two other documents. But motherfuckers been getting married a long time. This is nothing new. But you fought to get one of the worst contracts in the fucking world, especially in America, which is the worst. And majority of the motherfuckers are ended up in divorces, mostly male to female. I don't know the male to male and female to female ratio, but it's America, so I'm sure it's real bad too. So you fought to get that, but here they are taking abortion out, and you're not fighting for that. I don't believe in abortion. I don't think anybody should get abortion, but at the same time, that's your body, your choice. You do the fuck you want to do with your body. And secondly, are you going to take care of that motherfucker? Because if you're not the first to sign up to take care of the motherfucker, you should shut the fuck up. If you're not feeding my kids, then don't worry about how the fuck I'm take care of my kids. That's just reality. That's general shit. But it's all good because I don't know if they changed the law, but I think it's still a law now. With I think within the first 3 days, and the first 3 days, you can leave your kid at a goddamn firehouse, and that's it. They gotta take care of. 'Em. They don't hunt you down, none of that shit. I'm sure they probably changed that law, but that's how the fuck that shit used to be. I'm sure they don't have that law exactly. They got something real close to it, and that's what the fuck people about to start doing this shit. Yeah, you want to take these kids and throw them in jail and make them be new age slaves and shit. Okay, we'll take care of them. That's it. That's all you gotta do. Take care of them. I can't have an abortion. Okay, well, this is your responsibility now. I was waving on my responsibility. You stop that, so you take care of them. You keep feeding motherfuckers in Ukraine and shit, and Israel and shit. Feed these fucking babies over here that people have to make now, which motherfuckers don't plan on doing. So the whole fucking concept is fucking dumb as shit. But it is what it is. So let's get back to it. Let's get back to it. Okay, next part of the other shit. Just like the broken window theory and the rice experiment, we can't let nothing slide. Palestine just another hood USA. So play dumb. All of that shit is very deep. I'll go into that as well. Palestine, if you look at a fucking map, you don't even find Palestine on a map anymore. You find Israel every fucking way. So you know who's making that map. But you don't find Palestine on that motherfucking map. Palestine is just like any hood, USA. Any hood in the USA, that's Palestine. That represents Palestine. Because what happened? They came in, they took over. That's literally what they're doing right now in Palestine. The same exact shit they did in the United States. Came in and killed motherfuckers. Talking about them people who died of diseases and shit. White people brought diseases from Europe and they body couldn't handle that shit. That's not what the fuck happened. They poisoned them motherfuckers. They gave their ass blankets with syphilis on that shit and poisoned them motherfuckers. Their body can't handle diseases just like fucking people in Europe can't handle diseases. That's why they all died of the Black Plague and shit, bubonic plague and shit, Black Death. That's why they was leaving to go search for other land that wasn't congested and was free. Cause it was fucking hella packed and hella fucking diseases and fucking filthy. Dirty as shit with rats running around. And then they came here, seen these people here, killed them motherfuckers, genetic warfare, which is what they doing. The number one killer of black motherfucker, regular ass table salt. Genetic warfare. Why you think motherfuckers keep getting diabetes and shit? Diabetes been around since like what, 20s and shit? What the fuck is that show, yo, with the lawyer in black and white, yo? I forgot the name of that show, but even back then, the motherfuckers had diabetes. And the show was in black and white. They talking about diabetes. So this ain't nothing fucking new. However, it is designed that way. I learned my first year in college. The only sugar that is bad for you is diribose. That is the only sugar that has uh which is two or double. Like just like di is just like bi. It's a double sugar. Your body can't break down those double sugars. It could break down glucose and sucrose, but double sugars like that, it your body can't break it down. And I'm like, all right, what the fuck that mean? Yo? He said, well, she said, a prime example of diribose is fructose. I'm like, fructose? What the fuck I heard that shit for? It's just not familiar. And that shit is in everything. And she was not fucking lying. As soon as I got somewhere, got to a store, because can't find that shit at the cafeteria, but got to the store and grabbed the label, that shit was in every fucking thing. That shit was in dry food. Like, how the fuck is it sugar on chips? What the fuck? This shit tastes salty. Why the fuck is it sugar in this shit? That shit was in every fucking thing. The bread, diarrhea. It got high fructose. It's not regular ass fructose. It's high fructose corn syrup. I said, God damn, she ain't fucking lying. These motherfuckers really trying to kill us. That shit give your ass fucking cancer. It give you diabetes, and all these motherfuckers are dying of cancer and fucking diabetes and shit. And they keep coming up with goofy ass fucking drugs that don't do shit, and they wonder why. Cause you're killing yourself with the food you're taking. All this sugar and all this salt is killing your ass. If you don't die from heart disease with the sugar, then with heart disease with the salt, then the sugar is gonna take you the fuck out, yo. You gonna get cancer from the fucking fructose, or you gonna get diabetes and shit from the motherfucking carbs and shit, empty ass carbs and shit from the goddamn diarrhea. Man. You gonna die one way or the fucking other, yo. Sugar or salt. Ain't nothing nice, ain't nothing sweet. Uh. Motherfuckers don't even understand that cinnamon actually cut down on the sugar and shit. But they don't know. They don't know what that shit. They don't know different kind of sugar. I mean different kind of cinnamon. And one of them is stronger than the other one. I think that's the one they both start with a C, but I think that's a CA one, CASS, some shit like that. But yeah, that's way stronger than the other one. That's the one motherfuckers should be taking and shit. They even got that shit in pill form. You can make your own and shit, but they got it even in pill form. But you are dying and they are killing you. Or they not even killing you. They letting you kill yourself. Like Jay-Z said, man, you put yourself in there. I just kick away the chair. Dig a hole, motherfucker. Bury yourself. Go ahead. Got some nice dresses for you. Man, oh man, oh man. So you can go ahead and play dumb, yo. You can act like you don't know what the fuck is up. This is a they problem. This is a them problem. Act like they not doing the same fucking playbook. They always fucking do. They didn't change the game because if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why the fuck they gonna change the game? They doing the same shit they always do. Rinse, cycle, and repeat. Act like you don't know. And some of the motherfuckers not acting. They really don't know. Cause look at the fucking history. Look at the education level they teaching motherfuckers, yo. I just said in the other shit, 13 high schools in Baltimore City. They had out of 13 high schools, they had zero people that were proficient in math. Math. TH. Keep saying F. Mhm. Zero motherfuckers proficient in math. Fucking ridiculous. I forgot to add it. Out of the 5 highest grades, I think only 92 of them were proficient in math. And out of the 92 people, none of them scored the highest level. And I think 13 scored the second highest, but none of them scored the highest. Which is all of this shit is fucking ridiculous and sad as shit, yo. I was good as shit in math, yo. In 5th grade, I tested it to a 6th, 7th, and 8th grade level. And then I don't know what happened after that, yo. Motherfuckers was busting my shit. And I just kind of just skated through the bullshit ass education. I knew what I needed to pass. I got my hands on the transcript and knew what I needed to pass. And got to skating. Did just that. I failed my next grade year except for like 2 classes or maybe 3. An elective, which was a half a year, that was sheet metal, English 1, and then I had another elective, which I probably passed sheet metal and grafting. I had draft and I said grafting with a G, but I had drafting sheet metal first half, second half drafting, and I think I passed both of those, but they both were at half an elective. So I got one elective and one English one, and everything else I failed. Every single fucking thing else. And Poly was somewhat of a smart school. That shit wasn't that goddamn smart, yo. I just did all middle school. I just did private schools. All of those private schools was on a higher level. So I was definitely more intelligent and I definitely could have easily passed that shit. I'm already highly intelligent, period, let alone the fact that I went to good middle schools. But it is what it is. Shit happens, shit happens, shit happens. But once that shit happened, then by the time I got to my 10th grade year, I was still in the Upward Bound program. Shout out to the Upward Bound program. Upward Bound program. I took some summer summer classes. My 10th end of my 10th grade year. Um, I took some makeup classes at Upward Bound program, and from those makeup classes, I was able to get credit. Basically, use Upward Bound program like summer school, and was able to get credit for some of my other classes that I failed. I can't remember if I took that shit the end of my 10th grade year or the end of my ninth grade year. I think it was the end of my ninth grade year when I failed. I took those makeup courses. That way, by the time I got to 10th grade, I was almost catching up. And then I went to the summer school and I really caught the fuck back up. And now I was back on top, Underdog on top. Hated it, loved it. Underdog on top. My 11th grade year, I banged out some classes. I even got into an AP class. I passed that shit, and that shit got my GPA up like a motherfucker. I took the test. I didn't pass the test though, which I was shocked about. But that's white people history, yeah. That shit ain't real history. It's his story. So I might have got some of it wrong, but I'm a history buff. I'm naturally a history buff. I get it from my father. He got hella fucking, but he has libraries in this house. He's been writing a curriculum for fucking damn near 40 fucking years and shit. His shit is extensive. So I know a lot. So once I ain't passed that class, I was like, whatever. I mean, once I ain't passed that test, I'm like, whatever. It would be good because if I'd have passed that test, that mean something, I think I was able to get credit for a college course if I'd have passed that test or some shit like that. But I ain't crying over that shit. Now let's talk about the other part that I said. Just like broken window theory and the rice experiment. Experiment. The rice experiment is you take some rice, you pour a bowl of water, you talk to the rice nicely, you talk to the rice meanly. That's not even a fucking word, but you talk to the rice mean, yo. And then the third bowl you ignore. Three bowls, nice, mean, ignore. And with this experiment, you're able to see how energy transfers positive energy, negative energy. And this is with rice and water. If rice and water can make this fucking change, do you not understand or overstand or understand what the fuck I just said? Your body is made of like what? 90% water or some shit like that. So when people saying negative shit to you and that shit is vibrating through the fucking water, what you think your body is turning into? Do the experiment and you'll see what the fuck I'm talking about. You'll see how bad that fucking rice look when you saying bad shit to it. and how fast it takes for that shit to go bad. You will see how bad the rice get when you ignore that shit. Pay it no mind. However, think about it. Solitary confinement. They not paying that motherfucker no mind. He's by himself. But he going crazy. Because it's not good. It's not helpful. It's harmful. Same way with the fucking rice. Ignore that fucking rice. Put it there and ignore it. And watch how bad it go and how fast it turns bad. Almost as fast as when you say negative shit to it. It's like on the same level. Then you have the bowl of rice you said positive shit to. Words of positive affirmation. It's in the fucking description. Go ahead and buy yourself fucking positive affirmations. Go ahead and buy the affirmation cards. Those are words of positive affirmation. It's 52 of them. It's 52 weeks in the fucking year. One a fucking week. You can say that shit while you brushing your teeth, while you taking a shit, while you doing whatever the fuck you doing. While you in the fucking car, you can recite that shit to yourself. Have that shit saved on your phone and just record it on your phone. So you don't gotta be looking at this fucking car while you're fucking driving. Cause we not trying to kill nobody with a smile on your face. That ain't what's happening. Go ahead. If you're in the Baltimore area, go ahead and get yourself a card. If you're not in the Baltimore area, tell somebody who is in the Baltimore area, go ahead and grab you a copy, yo. And then have that person ship that shit off to you. But yeah, this is real. If you're not in the fucking Baltimore area and you still want to get a card, regardless, we'll have to just figure that shit the fuck out, yo. Honestly, yo. You will have to just write. You'll have to go on the website. You'll have to write her, and you'll have to figure that shit out on your own. And just, hey, look, I'll pay you extra to ship that shit off to me or some shit like that. I don't fucking know. It ain't my website, but it's a for profit website, mental health website. But yeah, those please go ahead and get yourself affirmations, positive affirmation cards. It's a journal in there as well. Go ahead and get yourself one of them as well because they go hand in hand. You can't have one without the other. You need to be telling yourself good shit. There's a whole journaling community being started, but even without the journaling community being started, you can just write in your journal and journal shit. Especially if that shit is positive shit. Because you need to protect your health, especially your mental health. So, the rice experiment. Do your own research. Don't take my word for none of the shit I'm saying ever. The rice experiment. Look it up and do it. Don't take my word for it. Do it yourself, and then you'll be able to see. Cause it's one thing if you hear the shit. It's one thing if you see the shit, but it's a third thing if you experience the shit. If you experience the shit, it hit different. You're not gonna forget. It hit different. That's like fucking watching a porno. You watch a porno all day. You ain't never fuck. You're a virgin. You ain't never fuck. You don't know. You don't fucking know. Now I seen the shit. I heard the shit, but I don't fucking know. Once you experience the shit, now it's a different level. It's a different level of fucking comprehension and understanding and overstanding what the fuck is going on. I experienced it myself. I know for a fact it can be done. That is what I'm saying. Don't look at the shit on YouTube. Don't fucking watch it and listen to it. Get yourself some rice. Rice is cheap as fuck. Get yourself some water. Water cheap as fuck. You can pour that shit out of goddamn toilet. Who gives a fuck? You're not drinking that shit. And do it. Plain and simple. Fucking do it. Like Nike. Just fucking do that shit. And then you'll be able to see the reality of what the fuck is going on in your body, since your body is majority of fucking water. At that point in time, now you'll see what the fuck is really going on. Then you'll see how positive these. I mean, then you'll see the result and the strength of these words that you're saying and being said to, especially black motherfuckers, but all motherfuckers, really, but especially black motherfuckers. Black motherfuckers always by society they being told they ain't shit by their parents, by their fucking cousins, by their fucking boyfriends, by their sisters, by their fucking girlfriends, by their aunts, by their uncles. Everybody told them they ain't shit by their friends. They told them they ain't shit, or they subconsciously, indirectly told them they ain't shit by their actions. That is harmful to your body. You need some positive interactions. You need something positive being said to you. That's where the affirmation cards come in. And you have to be religious about that shit every fucking day. More than once a day if you fucking want to. There's no such thing as too much positive energy. It don't happen like that. It isn't such thing as too much of anything, but not when it comes to this. Not when it comes to this. Fucking you keep smiling like that, your face gonna get stuck like that. Okay, so the fuck what? You gonna be stuck with a smile on your face instead of a mug? So the fuck what? That is still not a bad thing. Anyway, the next thing is the broken window theory. The broken window theory. um, Mayor bitch ass Juliet, Rudy Juliet. Well, probably saying his name wrong, but who gives a fuck? Fuck him. That motherfucker's racist. He I ain't gonna say he started that shit, but that was like his main thing when he was a mayor. His thing was a broken window theory. Broken window theory is you have to, and this is on the criminal aspect of it, but we talking about just society wise, not necessarily the criminal aspect of it. You can't ignore small crimes. You had to treat every small crime like it's a big crime as well. Don't give anybody a fucking inch. And once you don't give motherfuckers inches and shit, now you're able to successfully go through the process of shutting shit down. So, here we go. You threw a fucking rock and bust that fucking window. Now the fucking window of the building look trashy. Now the building look trashy. It looked like you in a fucking project, but I'm not in a project. This is a good suburban area. Well, we have to nip that in the bud to make sure it looks like that. And once it looks like that, it'll stay like that. Because just like with the rice experiment, if you have that positive energy, positive externalities, it will affect everything. Your environment, sometimes your environment creates you and not the other way around. Like if you are a fucking Rottweiler or a pit bull and you are going crazy, ripping shit up, going wild, let me put you somewhere and everything is soft as shit, soft and pink and feathery. You can rip that shit the fuck up because that's what the fuck you're going to do. But as soon as you're done, that shit gonna still look the same way. It's still gonna be pink and soft and feathery. Eventually, you gonna calm the fuck down, yo. You are gonna mentally calm the fuck down, like, yo, what the fuck, yo? All right, yo. Everything is too kind and nice. You're a gangster. You mugging and shit. How you gonna mug with some old ladies having tea time, eating crimpets and shit? What the fuck you gonna flex and curse their ass out? You gonna look dumb as shit. Like like Cat Williams said, "Hey yo, bitch," talking like you motherfucking DMX and shit. "Hey yo, bitch, what's the answer to number 9?" Like, how the fuck you gonna be doing that shit? Like, you gang banging doing bacon? It's breakfast and you gang banging on breakfast? You gang banging over bacon? You gonna be you gonna be out of place. And when you out of place like that, you gonna conform to your reality, yo. A lot of people only act like that because of that's their environment. They have to be tough. This is a jungle. You need to be fucking tough. You need to like what song was that, yo? Testify. This the jungle, baby. We lions out here. You need to be, yeah, lions, tigers, and dragons. I mean lions, tigers, and bears. You can't be in this bitch crying like you Jasmine Sullivan. You need to be a fucking lion, a tiger, or a fucking bear. Cause them motherfuckers is coming at your neck just like that. So you need to man the fuck up, do the same thing. And the reality is, that's how they coming. That's how they gonna keep coming. So that's how they keep coming. By all means, by all means, you gonna have to do something. So that's why these people in these environments act that way. When they're not in those environments, they don't have to act that way. So they don't. Like Tupac. Tupac went to the School of Arts. That's in Baltimore. They made the list of one of the top 5 schools in Baltimore City, test score wise. Even though all of our test scores in Baltimore City suck, they made the list though. And guess what? He went there. He was hanging out with some smart motherfuckers, and they was artsy fartsy motherfuckers like Jada Pinkett and shit. Um, After that, he moved to Cali. When he moved to Cali, he was with a bunch of white motherfuckers and shit. Nice ass school. They they paid them motherfuckers. Them taxpayer dollars working at that fucking school, yo. He was able to, expand his fucking horizon, yo. You can see the roads that grew out of the concrete. He was in the concrete. He was in the hood when he was in Baltimore, yo. He was fucked up when he was in New York. Once he got to Cali, yo, it was a little bit better, a little bit better. And then after that, he was able to explode and become the man he fucking was destined to be. Same thing here, man. The environment you're in. What the fuck is the guy name? I forgot to look up the guy name. I'll put it in the comment section when I find that shit later. But he was telling a story. Now, this is a story that he was telling me. I didn't find any incredible references to back up what the fuck he was saying. But let's just go with the story. When they had rats in a positive environment, they responded positively. When they had rats in a negative environment, they responded negatively. They took those same rats and switched environments. And the ones that were positive rats turned negative. And the ones that were negative turned positive because your environment dictates who you are to an extent. Not everybody, but we talking 95 fucking percent of the time. That's what the fuck is going on. You might get one, but think about that shit. One out of how fucking many? How many motherfuckers become football stars and they be beasts in high school? One out of how many? So you think, oh, put these motherfuckers in bad environments and the good gonna shine through. No, that's not always a fucking case. I could be the best motherfucker. I could be a Heisman winner. And guess what? One of the best baseball players out of DC was also one of the top uh hitters coming out of DC, yo. Matter of fact, he was the top hitter coming out of DC, but he was one of the best baseball players coming out of DC. Naturally, was that talented. I think by the time he turned 16, he done already had like 3 or 4 bodies. That's what I'm saying. Shit like that. His environment though. If he was in a better environment, he would have no time for the bullshit. He would not be thinking along those lines. I mean, he started hella early, yo. So something was in him to make him go that way. But if you foster that shit, it wouldn't have been in him, yo. It wouldn't be in him. But he was around who the fuck he was around. It ain't got shit to do with school. You could be in school, you're not in school that fucking long. You know? Majority of the time you at home and whatever the fuck your home look like. Your friends that in the neighborhood or some shit like that you hang around. Even in school, it could be a good ass school, but you around bad motherfuckers in the school though, cause that's who you surround yourself with. It's gonna be some shit, and y'all gonna get into some shit. Y'all probably in the back there smoking and gambling and shit, but it's a good ass school, so you can't you make your own environment, yo, or not you make your own environment, but the environment is made up, and that's help dictate who you're gonna be. Only thing is you have to try your best to make your own environment with what you have. Like, oh, my school is ran the fuck down. Okay, cool. But I'm surrounding myself with mad good motherfuckers in my school. Even though them same good motherfuckers might be dumb as a brick. Just like in 13 fucking high schools in Baltimore City. And they had not one motherfucker be math proficient. That's a prime example. All of them motherfuckers are fucking idiots, math wise. However, they might be some good motherfuckers in there. Some nerdy ass motherfuckers in there. They weren't prepared. They didn't have the fucking swords and shields going against motherfuckers with AKs. They got paper swords and paper shields. They're not fucking equipped for this fucking battle called life, which is ridiculous. Because, like I said, the head are the fucking shit, making damn near $500,000 a year, and that's how bad that shit is ran. But she paid that amount to shut the fuck up. She know what's up, yeah. And she black. She know what's up. They paid her that amount to sell out black motherfuckers, and that's what the fuck it is. Cause you couldn't even pay me a tenth of that, a hundredth of that, and I'm not gonna take it upon myself to make sure we succeeded because that's what I have in me. That's who I am. Obviously, that's not who she is. I don't know if she was that and she lost it, or they just kept buying it. They kept raising the ante on it and bought her out of that shit, yo. Bought her fucking soul. That's fucking ridiculous. That much fucking money, yo. Technically, they say the president only make what 400,000. So she making more than the fucking president. The fuck out of here. But anyway, broken window theory. Sweat the small stuff so it doesn't turn into big sweaty stuff. Somebody litter, hey, pick that shit up, clean that shit up, yo. We don't do that shit here. Now your environment changes. Nobody coming to your environment half stepping. They know when they come around here, they gotta act right. That's all environments, even houses. You could see a house on a block. The block is fucking trash, but that house is fucking immaculate. Even outside, even the sidewalk, immaculate. Same way. Miss Jenkins, she don't play that shit, yo. Don't litter in front of her fucking house. Don't litter on a block because it might blow down to her fucking house. Don't do that shit. That's how it has to be. That's broken window theory, which go hand in hand with the rights experiment about positive affirmation and shit, positive energy. And I already said a part of Palestine being any hood USA. That's just it's a motherfucking given and shit, yo. Let's go into the last part of what I wrote on here, because all of this shit is fucking gems that I dropped there, and you can expand upon it all. The last thing I wrote is Read Dr. Frances Cress Welsing. Just read her. Just read her. Period. That's all I'm saying. You just need to read her. Period. And then the phrase is, "For evil to succeed." Dot dot dot. Dr. MLK. I should have put Junior, but I ain't had space for that shit. But anyway, Dr. MLK Jr. The phrase is, "For evil to succeed, good men must do nothing." He paraphrased that shit. He got it from another philosopher. It was a white guy at that. I forgot his name. It's E.M. something Brooks or Brook Bourke is how you spell his fucking name. I think it might be Emmanuel. Let's see. If we can find it. Is it Emmanuel? Nah, let me see. Let me type in the phrase. Put fail instead of see. Okay, I found it. Here we go. Here we go. Edmund Brooke. Burke. Edmund Brooke. The only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is that good men do nothing. That's a paraphrase too, because I thought he said prevail. I mean prevail. The only way for evil to prevail, I thought he said it was. Oh, I guess it wasn't prevail. 'Cause I keep saying this fucking phrase. But yeah, good men to do nothing. If you profess to be a good man, you need to do fucking something. Boy, oh 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 boy. But all right, that's my 2 cents. I wanted to just add that shit. Was that shit was wild to me, yo. I read that shit like, what the fuck? This motherfucker wild as shit. I'm gone.